I jokingly asked my roommate to marry me. She led me to her bedroom without a word. Will you marry me? I laughed as I said it. It was a lazy Sunday afternoon. My roommate Emma and I were sitting on the couch, surrounded by empty pizza boxes and watching a terrible romantic comedy. The movie's hero had just proposed after knowing the girl for only 3 days. I shook my head and joked, "See, that's all it takes these days. Hey, Emma, wanna marry me?" I expected her to roll her eyes. Instead, she froze. For a few long seconds, she stared into my eyes. Her smile disappeared. Then she quietly stood up. "Come with me," she whispered. Without another word, she walked toward her bedroom. I blinked in confusion. "Emma?" She didn't answer. Curiosity got the better of me. I followed her. She opened the bedroom door and walked to the closet. Kneeling down, she pulled out a dusty cardboard box hidden beneath a pile of blankets. My heartbeat quickened. She placed it gently on the bed. "I've wanted to show you this for almost 2 years, she said softly. "What is it?" I asked. She took a deep breath before opening the lid. Inside were photographs, letters, movie tickets, birthday cards, receipts from coffee shops, all involving me. I stared at the collection in complete disbelief. "You kept all this?" She nodded. "I kept everything." I picked up one of the photos. It was from our first week living together. We had accidentally burned dinner and ordered takeout instead. I remembered laughing until midnight. Emma smiled sadly. That was the day I realized living with you felt like home. I didn't know what to say. She handed me another envelope. Inside was a handwritten letter. "I never planned to give this to you." My hands trembled as I unfolded it. The date at the top caught my attention. Almost 18 months ago. I began reading. "If you're reading this, then maybe someday I found enough courage to tell you the truth. Every morning, I pretend I'm just your roommate. Every night, I wish I were something more." I stopped reading. My throat tightened. "You wrote this?" She nodded without meeting my eyes. "I couldn't tell you." "Why?" "Because I didn't want to lose what we already had." Silence filled the room. I looked around. Suddenly I noticed small details I'd ignored for years. The framed picture from our hiking trip. The mug I accidentally broke, carefully glued back together. The little souvenir keychain I'd won for her at a carnival. She had saved everything. "I thought you never noticed me," I whispered. Emma laughed through watery eyes. "I noticed everything." She smiled weakly. "I noticed every time you brought me coffee before work. Every time you waited up when I got home late. Every birthday you pretended wasn't a big deal. You always cared. You just never realized how much." I sat on the edge of the bed. "So, why now?" She looked at me. "Because when you joked about marrying me," she paused. "For 1 second, I wished you meant it." Her words hit harder than I expected. I replayed the past 2 years inside my mind. Movie nights, late-night conversations, road trips, cooking disasters, laughing until sunrise. She had always been there, not just beside me, for me. And somehow, I had been blind. I laughed nervously. "I've dated 3 different women since we've lived together." "I know. You never said anything. I wanted you to be happy, even if it wasn't with me." That sentence broke my heart. I reached for her hand. She looked surprised. "I'm sorry." "For what?" "For taking so long to see what was right in front of me." She looked away. "You don't have to say that because you feel guilty." "I'm not." I smiled. "I was joking earlier, but right now," I took a slow breath. "I'm asking seriously." Emma stared at me. "What?" "I don't mean tomorrow. I don't mean next week. But someday, when we're ready, I'd like the chance to build that future with you." Tears rolled down her cheeks. She covered her mouth. "You mean that? I've never meant anything more." She laughed while crying. "You're terrible at timing." "I know. She stepped closer. So, is that your real proposal? I grinned. No, it'll be much better. She smiled. I'll hold you to that. Months passed. Nothing changed. And yet, everything changed. We still argued over whose turn it was to wash dishes. Still watched terrible movies. Still ordered too much pizza. But now, we held hands. We planned vacations together. We dreamed about buying a little house someday. One evening, exactly a year after that strange conversation, I took Emma back to the same living room. Same couch. Same terrible romantic comedy. Halfway through the movie, I muted the television. She looked at me. What? I reached into my pocket. This time, there wasn't a joke. There wasn't any hesitation. I got down on one knee. Emma, the happiest years of my life started the day you became my roommate. I hope the best years begin when you become my wife. She cried before I even opened the ring box. Yes. She laughed. Yes. And just like that, the joke that changed everything became the beginning of the greatest love story either of us could have imagined. Sometimes, the love you're searching for isn't across the world. Sometimes, it's simply waiting in the next room.